Hi, in this video I will be picking my February TBR by speed dating my romance books because, February, Valentine, so let's only read romance. I'm gonna pick 4 books and I might get to more than 4, maybe like 6 books. So the other 2 books I will be reading will probably not be romance because only romance for a whole month, that's a lot. But it is a genre I really enjoy. So right here you can't really see, but I have all my romance books. How we're gonna do this speed dating is that I'm basically just gonna read the first sentence of every book and then I'm gonna decide which one I like best, and it's gonna be a bit of a competition. We're gonna start off with Bride, which is a book that was on my TBR in December, and I didn't end up reading it, so I'm sorry. If it's gonna be on this TBR, I will read it like the first book, because I'm not gonna have this be a thing that just every month I'll pick this book and won't read it. That's not gonna happen. So let's read the first sentence. Oh, okay. So am I gonna do like prologue? Does that count? I don't think so. I'm just gonna search for chapter 1. Oh. I feel like I'm gonna start with the sentence that has like the capital letter. I feel like that's the first real sentence. Okay. So it says, she shows up at the startup where I work on an early Thursday evening, when the sun has already set and the entire bullpen is contemplating grievous bodily harm. What? That's interesting. It doesn't feel like a romance book right off the bat. Okay. That's silly. Next up, we have The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas. Okay, chapter 1, first sentence. Someone was trying to break into my apartment. Is that going to be the person she's going to fall in love with? Who knows? Then we have Close Knit by Jenny Colgan. Ooh, do I need to like decide which one of these I like better? This one seemed funnier, kind of. So right now this one is winning. Sorry, it's chaotic. Okay, Close Knit. Again, there's a prologue. Oh, I don't know. I mean, my rules are that the prologue doesn't count and that I'm just gonna skip to the first chapter. It is what it is, was what Jean Mooney said as Gretty still with. Oh my. Okay, let me try again. It is what it is, was what Jean Mooney said as Gretty, still with her head in romantic Highlanders of many years ago, came through the low front door, went upstairs to change out of her work tabard, and came face to face with 32 new flecked mohair mixed color packs. No, that's not winning. I mean, I do like that it's about like knitting. I personally do also knit clothes and stuff, but not that much, but a little bit. I should have worn my Spencer. I'll show you. Anyway, that was the longest sentence ever. I don't know, not ever, but I did not enjoy that, so I'm just gonna put it aside. Okay, next up we have Good Material by Dolly Alderton, and this is actually a blind date with a book that I got from Edinburgh, so I'm very interested in what this is about. Okay, the title is like not a number, but it's an actual sentence. So the title is Reasons Why It's Good I'm Not with Jen. And then the first sentence kind of is Can't Dance. That does not intrigue me actually, so it's gone. Next up, we have Katie Fjorda, The Perfect Match. Chapter 1 says, Bella Castle took a breath and put on a smile she hoped would hide her frustration. That sounds dramatic. I don't like it. Am I not gonna like anything? Is this gonna be a problem? I hope not. Okay, next up we have Night Shift, and it's by Annie Crown. And I just think it looks so adorable, and the premise of this book is very cute as well. I think he's like uh, jockey, or how do you call that? Like he's the popular guy and she is a bit of a nerd, or it's the other way around. I'm not sure, but let's see what the first sentence is. I've always loved libraries after dark. I like that. It's I'm so sorry you can't see, but like these are the three that are winning. I do still think Bride is like at the top, and then Night Shift, and then the American Roommate Experiment. So this is going to be the order for now. Then next up we have A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. This is the third book in a series a lot of you probably know. I haven't been too excited about picking it up because it's like such a big book, but if it's on my TBR, I kind of have to. And it is romance. I mean, there's fantasy element to it, but it is romance also. So let's check out the first sentence. It has a map, of course. I do like that. Okay, there's again like a title that isn't just a number. So I am not. I have read it because it's okay. It says Rysand 2 years before the wall, and then the first sentence. The buzzing flies and screaming survivors had long since replaced the beating war drums. I do think I'm actually excited about this book, but I don't know if I'm excited about the sentence or the book. Yeah, it does kind of intrigue me. So it is gonna go on the like stack with the things. You know what? I'm just gonna make two piles and then I'm gonna have to read the first sentence again because I'm not gonna remember. So I have 4 on the pile that I might like and 3 on the pile that I don't like. It's Happiness for Beginners by Catherine Center. I wanted to read this book when I was on my holiday to Morocco and we were like hiking. And in this book, she's also going hiking to kind of find herself. But I feel like something happened on that hiking trip that went wrong. I'm not sure. I don't know where I got that from, but I feel like that's the case. And I figured, no, let's not read that on my holiday where I'm going hiking. That doesn't sound like a smart idea. So I don't have any plans to go hiking now. I just plan to sit on my couch. So let's see if the first sentence is interesting. If you want to put me in hell, plunk me down in the middle of a party where I don't know anyone. Yep, that's so me, actually. So I think I'm gonna relate to this. This might be my top contender right now. Okay, then next up we have King of Wrath by Anna Wong. I did read her other series with like Twisted Love, Twisted Hate, and Twisted Games, Twisted Lies. That was probably not the right order, but I really enjoyed that. I did read it in Dutch, and this is in English, so then I'm going to really notice what her actual writing style is like. So I'm very interested, and let's see what the first sentence says. It has a playlist. I have not seen this before. Like it has an actual playlist. That's funny. Ooh, it says chapter 1, and then the name is Vivian. I like that name. I don't know why. It's just, I like it. First sentence. I can't believe he's here. Okay. I don't know, the name Vivian is really speaking to me. But that's not the first sentence. This is harder than I thought it would be. This is number 1, so this one's gonna go because it's at the bottom. And this one is also a contender. We'll see. Next up, we have Out on a Limb. There's an author's note, so I am gonna skip that. And oh, there's content warning. What? Okay, that's crazy. First sentence. Did you know this song might be about an orgy? What? I don't want to admit that that is intriguing. I don't know. I'm gonna put it on the stack. We'll see. That's crazy. I did not expect that. I guess with the content warning. Damn, I did not know it was gonna be that way. Then we have The Love of My Afterlife by Christy Greenwood, and this is a magical realism romance, and I always do like magical realism, so I hope the first sentence is going to be good. This cannot be how I die. I mean, that does match the title, but it is interesting. Uh, I thought, because there were like three books I didn't like in a row, I thought I'm gonna hate everything, but now I like everything, so I don't know what to do. But I'm just gonna continue. Okay, no, I'm so chaotic. Should I pick a few out of there, like that I'm not gonna pick? Now I just wanna read them all. This is a problem. I'm gonna read the next first sentences and put them on one of the stacks, and then I'm just gonna do the same with the stack that I like, because I don't know what to do. So the next one is Call Me By Your Name by Andre Asiman. And this is obviously a movie with like Timothée Chalamet and probably other people as well. I have not seen that movie, so I don't actually know what it's about. I do think it's like a gay romance, but other than that, I don't know. So let's read the first sentence. Like, I keep saying that. That's the whole point of this video. So maybe I should stop saying it. Later, the word, the voice, the attitude. I don't like that. That sounds like drama. I mean, I don't mind drama once I'm in it, but I don't. That doesn't grab me or anything. So, not doing that one. Then we have an Emily Henry book called Book Lovers. I just finished. What did I finish? Funny story, and I gave it 5 stars, my first 5 stars of the year. So I want to know if I like the author and I like all her books, or if I just like that specific story. But I do always like books that are about books or that people are reading, or, stuff like that. I do always enjoy that. So let's see. The title is 2 Years Later, and then the first sentence is The city is baking. I don't like that. We're not reading that. Next up, I have Guilt Trip, and I think it's just going to be like a funny, fluffy romance, but let's see. Eddie McCree's internal compass was irreparably damaged. Irreparably? This is not going great. I think it's gonna be funny. I'm just not feeling it right now, so gonna put it away. Then we have One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have not read anything by her. I am finishing up dinner with my family and my fiance when my husband calls. That is drama. Like, she's with her family and fiance, and then her husband calls. Drama. I'm not feeling it. Then we have The Emperor and the Endless Palace by Justinian Yuang. I think this cover is so pretty. Like, this is gorgeous. Until I met him, I always thought that fox spirits could only be women. It's interesting, but again, I'm not really feeling it. Then we have Catherine Center, The Bodyguard. Oh no, I don't like this. My mother's dying my mother's dying wish was for me to take a vacation. Okay, I don't like it when moms die. I don't want to read about that, like, ever. I don't like that. That scares me. So no, we're not doing that. And then last up we have Flirting Lessons by Jasmine Gilroy. Taylor Cameron was hot. That's it. Yeah, that didn't give me that much. I am excited to read it, so I wish it gave more, but that's not doing it for me. So no. I'm sorry if this is going to be boring for you, but I'm going to read the first sentence again just to make my decision, because I don't know. I'm back. I'm seated down here because now you can see the pile of books. And I decided to change out into the Spencer that I made, because this was supposed to be like a Valentine's outfit. So I thought, like, how fitting is it to wear it right now? Yeah. I still have all this stuff. Like, I never finished. I thought I finished, but I didn't. I still have like a bunch of like the things that I have to put away. And also it's like 5 sizes too big or something. I followed the pattern of a YouTube video, and I do think it's fine. Like, I'm happy with the way, like, this part looks. And, okay, obviously I messed up a little bit right here, but if you ignore that, I do think this is really cute and it works. But, I mean, what is this? It's fine. I tried, and this is the first time I made something else than like a scarf or a hat, so I'm still happy that it kind of worked out. And look at this. This is my armhole. What the? Like, I did mess up a little bit, like a lot, but we're just pretending that it's cute and it's just oversized. So that's the vibe. That's what I wanted to begin with, of course, you know? Anyway, let's pick the 4 books that we're gonna read. I'm just gonna read the first sentence again. I might skip ahead a little bit because you already heard it, but well, I'll see. I don't know. Actually, I already know. Yeah, the out on a limb that says, "Did you know this song might be about an orgy?" I just thought that was funny, so this is gonna be one of the books. This cannot be how I die. It doesn't do that much for me. I don't know. It's not giving. I don't know what it's supposed to give, but it's not giving it. If you want to put me in hell, plunk me down in the middle of a party where I don't know anyone. Yeah, that is gonna also be one of the books, because I vibe with that. Oh, this was because I liked Vivian, but that's not. I can't believe he's here. Okay, so what? I don't know. Not doing that one. So we already have these 2. Now I'm still gonna pick 2 other ones, and I think it's gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna pick A Court of Wings and Ruin and Bride, because I feel like they give the same vibe a little bit. So we're gonna pick that one, and then we're gonna have to decide between these 2. Okay, I don't know, going off of the first sentence, so I'm also gonna read the second sentence. Is that cheating? I don't know. The bustling flies and screaming survivors had long since replaced the beating war drums. The killing field was now a tangled sprawl of corpse, human and fairy alike, interrupted only by broken wings jutting toward the grey sky or the occasional bulk of a felled horse. Okay. That's crazy. She shows up at the startup where I work on an early Thursday evening, when the sun has already set and the entire Balkan is contemplating grievous bodily harm against me. Okay, here's the thing. I actually do know that I like this sentence better because it sounds like more funny, but this is continuing a series, and now that I read the first sentence, I am interested in continuing it. But that's not what this video is about. It's about going off of first impression, first sentence. So for first sentence, it is going to be Bride, which means that my TBR will be Bride by Ellie Hazelwood, Night Shift by Annie Crown, Happiness for Beginners by Catherine Center, Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. So I'm very excited for this to be my February TBR, and I hope there are going to be some good romance stories in here. Do you also have a plan for your February TBR where you're gonna like pick a romance book? Or do you know a romance book that is like set in like during Valentine? That would be kind of fun to have a real Valentine type of book. So if you know that, then leave it down in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and this way of picking a TBR. I think it's a bit different and fun. Thank you for watching. Bye!